Right, I actually forgot the little attachment that goes on the camera to put it on my tripod. So you're balancing on a tub of APE pre-workout today. Right, I'm gonna give you a bit of an update of where training's at the minute. I've just launched my half price coaching tier on Instagram. So if you haven't seen that shit, go check it out if you're interested in getting some help with your goals this year. But yeah, I'm gonna use this as an opportunity, my little warm up / leg exercise today to talk about how things are going. So I'm just starting off with some wall sits, 30 seconds, not crazy. And yeah, essentially right now, we're like 6 weeks out from my next comp, which is on the weekend, the 7th to the 8th of March. Bench training's going well. Like numbers are actually really trending up on a lot of lifts. So it's a real good demonstration of where we're at. Squats at the minute, like if you watch my videos, like that 135 squat I put on at the beginning, if you'll see at the start of this video, you'll see that things are actually like moving really well, or like moving decent. The heaviest I've squat I've done like in the recent months is like 140. I squatted 170 in my last comp. And like that 135 is moving really easily, but my ability to tolerate a lot of lower body training at the minute that's specific to powerlifting, which isn't that great still, which is annoying. So like I can squat once a week and for the most part it's like pretty much pain free, but I'm still getting like 0.5 to 3 out of 10 pain on a really bad day in that right quad. I haven't really had any 3 out of 10 pains recently. So like it is like pretty moderate, it's nothing to really worry about, but we just don't want to aggravate it. Hence why today, instead of doing split squats, I'm literally doing these wall sits, which these isometrics are actually really good. So weirdly, my back end of the last block, this left knee started hurting a tiny bit. So that's why he's put these in this week rather than split squats, because he wants me to be fresh in the last 4 weeks of comp prep. So it's a bit of an easier week this week on the lower body, which I'm, to be honest, I'm pleased about. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Deadlift right now, like we're only on like sub-maximal weights. We're like early on in terms of lifting off the floor, but things are moving quick and easy, which is good. So there's some good signs, but ultimately we just can't tolerate a lot of training right now on the lower half. So mainly just the quad and the knee. Hamstrings and hips though, we seem to be doing all right. So I'm confident for this competition in March time. Should be able to hit like a minimum 150 bench I'd like. And then squat and deadlift, I'll just take what comes at me. I mean, obviously I'd like 180 plus on the squat. I'd like 230 to 240 on the deadlift. But ultimately, all you can ever do is just take what's there. So right now, we don't know what the training's signifying on them lifts, especially the squat, bit of a question mark above that, just with the discomfort I'm feeling. I did really want to go into this competition without any sort of niggles. Fortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Body weight right now, we're sitting at around anywhere from 195 to 197.5. So body weight's taken like a nice little jump up. That's definitely been helpful for like all my training really. Like all my lifts are feeling better with an extra bit of body weight, I'm not going to lie. I remember like when I come out of uni and I was doing powerlifting training and I did my first comp in 2018, like fighting weight for me, where I just felt strong as fuck, was like around 215 pounds, which is like 96, 97 kilos. So like the fact I'm like 89 kilos, 88, it's kind of no surprise that with even just with like a few kilos gained, I feel better. Today we've got board press. I'm feeling good. Yesterday's squat session, although that 135 moved well, I felt really tired yesterday. I felt beat up. My sets after that 135 double moved not as quick as I'd like them to. They felt hard, they felt heavy. Even that 135 double, even though it moved really well on video, like it moved sick, I was happy with that. Looked like an RP6, if not easier. It felt like quite uncomfortable on the quad. Didn't feel great technique-wise, so yeah. And then bench press was in the bin. Close grip Larsen yesterday, I did like between 90 and 95 kilos for all my sets. The week before I did 95 to 100. Dumbbell pec flies after. Week before I did 20 reps on my first set. This week I did 7. So like my performance yesterday, whatever reason, I was just beat up, tired. Just wasn't great. I think a lot of that was to do with sleep over the weekend. Wasn't as good as usual, which is a sign of things to come because we're going to have a new baby in April, hopefully. So, we'll see how we get on when that comes. We might have to drop down to 3 training days a week if we're going to continue training like a powerlifter. But anyways, hopefully you get something from today. I might do a little bit of talking whilst I train, I might not. And yeah, let's see how we get on board press. Last week we did 125 for a top double at RP6. I'd like 130 to 132.5 today. Probably going to have a crack at 130. Hopefully it moves like fucking butter. But we'll see. Let's go. Today, I do feel like the fucking daddy. Yesterday's session, like I said, felt terrible. Today, I've slept really well. I fueled really well. I'm caffeinated off my tits. I made sure that last night I really took the time to unwind before bed. Just like give myself plenty of time, switched off from work early. Well, I say early, 8 PM. I fucking cut off work. Whereas like the night before I was doing like work-based tasks until like 9:30 at night, and then expecting myself to be able to wind down in like 15 minutes. So it was just fucking stupid. So yeah, feeling good today. That was 132.5 kilos. I was gonna do 130, but I just felt like a beast. It was meant to be RP7. I'd say it felt like an RP 7.5. Like I felt like I definitely had another 2 in me. Maybe another 3. But I have a feeling when I watch the video back, it'll have moved like an RP7. It'll have moved as easy as it should have done. It might have just felt a bit, I think it just felt a bit heavy in my hands because I've not touched that weight in a few weeks. So, or in at least a couple of weeks. So yeah, happy. Move on to the rest of the session. And I'll speak to you guys soon. I might record some accessories, I might not, but yeah, thanks for watching. I know I've been slack with giving you guys updates on how training's going. I've been making my priority getting my big rocks done. When I say big rocks, if you haven't heard of the rocks and grains of sand analogy, just fucking look it up on YouTube or Google. But big rocks for me is sort of like making sure my clients are sound, like doing my actual day job. And then from like a everything outside of that that's still sort of work-esque is basically like doing my Instagram posts and responding to people on Instagram, because that's where the majority of like future clients end up coming from. With that being said, the YouTube has taken a bit of a hit. It's just a time thing. I haven't been willing to give up family time in order to like edit videos and things. I've actually been recording quite a lot and then just like deleted them because I'm just like, God, it's like 2 weeks since I recorded that, like it's not relevant anymore, just fucking get rid of it. So yeah, apologies for the slackness on this. I'd love to say I'm going to make it a definite priority, but I can't say that just now, even though I want to. So we'll see. Every now and again, I'll at least do something like this every now and again to keep in the loop about my own trainings going. One board press, just in case you're wondering. Obviously, we're trying to build the main bench press. The one board is just a limited range of motion, which for me beats up my pecs a lot less. So even though I'm using heavier weights and I'm still horizontal pressing and using my pecs, it beats them up a lot less. It beats up my shoulders less than regular bench, which allows me to get more pressing work in the week, which drives my bench press up without twatting me. Also, you can obviously lift more weight on here, so it gets my body used to heavier weights as well, which is obviously going to help with strength. So that's why we're using the one board, in case you're wondering. Any questions about any of the training stuff, guys, give me a shout. I'll speak to you soon.